Hi, I'm Joe Witkowski. In this video I'm going to show you how to wire this light bar. In the first video I showed you how to make the light bar, and in the second video I showed you how to install it. In my bathroom I already have a GFI outlet. This is where I'm going to get the power for the light bar. The switch and the light bar will also be GFI protected. Before I start, I shut the breaker off, then I remove the outlet. If there's electrical tape around the outlet, remove it. Next, I loosen the screws and remove the wires. The box my outlet was mounted to is a gem box or a cut-in box, so I remove it. Gem boxes are usually mounted with Madison straps. Pull these straps back and then you can remove the gem box. Push the strap upward and tilt it out. The gem box will have straps on both sides. Now I remove the gem box. Now I'm going to connect two gem boxes together, one for the GFI and one for the switch. First I remove one side off of each of the boxes. You can remove the side by loosening the screw on the side of the gem box. Once you remove the sides, connect the two boxes together. Before tightening the screws, make sure the boxes are aligned with each other. That's why they call these gangable gem boxes. Now I trace the box out on the wall so I can make the hole bigger. I then use a jab saw to cut the hole. I then check to make sure the box fits in the opening. I cut more drywall as needed until the box fits. In this case, I had to notch for the screws on the side of the box. You want to make sure you don't make the opening too wide, otherwise the cover plate will not cover the opening. I fish the wire from the top of the medicine cabinet. Then I pull it through a hole I drilled into the wall cavity and pull it through the opening for the gem box. I then strip the shield back on the romex cable. I pull the flex through a flex connector and the romex through a romex connector. When installing the connectors in the box, you will need to install the connectors on the side of the switch. The reason for this is the GFI outlet takes a lot of space in the gem box, and the connectors will get in the way of the installation. Because my walls are made from 2x2 construction, I will have to mount the connectors on the sides of the box. Your walls will most likely be built out of 2x4 construction, so you'll be able to put the connectors in the back of the box. Once I have the wires connected, I can set the box in the opening. Now I can install the Madison straps, which will hold the gem box in place. Start by inserting the longer edge of the strap into the wall first, then lifting up and centering the straps on the gem box. Hold the box firmly into place and fold the straps over into the gem box. Use a pair of needle nose pliers or the end of your wire strippers to crimp the straps in place. Because I had to install the connectors on the side of the gem box, I had to modify one of the Madison straps in order for it to fit in place. I can now bend the straps over and crimp them with the end of the wire stripper. I had to install a ground wire coming into the box because the flex going into the box is not a good enough ground. If this was solid conduit coming into the box, I wouldn't have to run a ground. I also install a ground wire to the box. The ground wire I use is already pre-made with connectors and a screw in the back to mount to the box. Now I'm ready to install the outlet and switch. In order for the GFI to work properly, you must install the wires to the proper terminals on the outlet. back of the GFI outlet is marked where the wire should go. Now the line, or power wire coming from the breaker box, which is usually black, red, or blue, mounts to this terminal on the outlet. The white wire coming from the breaker box goes to this terminal here. The load, in my case the light bar, will go to the other two terminals here. This is a wiring diagram of how I will wire my light bar and switch to be GFI protected. Insert the wires in the back holes of the outlet. Tightening the screws will hold the wires in place. Install the white wire from the light bar to the white load side of the GFI outlet. Now take a small piece of black wire, 7 or 8 inches long, and install it on the load side of the GFI outlet. Once I'm done installing the wires, I wrap the outlet with tape. Now I can install the outlet in the box. As you can see, there's very little room between the box and the outlet. You can see little spacers are built into the outlet so it doesn't touch the box. When installing the switch, make sure you have the switch installed the correct way. The word top is written at the top of the switch. Now install the load wire from the outlet to the switch and the black wire from the light bar to the other side of the switch. Make sure all the ground wires are hooked together and one to the switch. It's not necessary to hook a ground wire to the GFI outlet because it's a self-grounding outlet. You can tell it's self-grounding by the brass clip at the top by the screw. Now I can tuck the wires in and install the switch. Before I install the cover plate, I turn the power on to the switch and check to make sure all my connections are correct. Now I can install the cover plate. I have to adjust the switch left or right in order for the cover plate to fit. Once the plate fits over the outlet and the switch, I can install the screws. That's how I got the power for my light bar. That's all I have for this video. It's also the end of a 3-part series. Until next time, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more how-to ideas, visit my website at www.doityourselfwithjoe.com. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe button to keep up to date with future videos. Also, visit and like me on Facebook.